with my good friend Janie Morgan. She'll be coming up next right after the morning train and taking you through your midday. So make sure you are on for that. Well, we're going to take a break from the Friday morning 90s at 9 because the community Christian schools of Fort Dodge, they've always got fantastic things going on. And I know they got fantastic things planned in the future that you can be a part of because we need to help support this great educational institution that we've got right here in Fort Dodge. As you can see, if you're watching our video stream, they've been around since 1978. Man, that's 43 years of providing tremendous Christian education right here in our Fort Dodge area. So kudos to them. That's a long time to be able to do that and doing it well. Joining me from the community Christian schools, I haven't seen her in a couple of months. She is the top student, so to speak, we'll say. Stephanie Coble-Day. Stephanie's the principal and just the head honcho. Stephanie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Darren. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? I think the last time we talked was like December, so it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
Well, happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. It went well.
Good.
And here's praying, of course, that 2021 is a lot better than 2020, right?
Yes, sir. We're hopeful. Fingers crossed.
Absolutely. Toes crossed too. Lots of prayers, fingers crossed, toes crossed. And we're doing it all, man. Knocking on wood, everything.
Yes,
Stephanie, let's talk about some of the great things that have happened with community Christian schools, because a lot of people, they may not even realize for whatever reason, we've got CCS here in Fort Dodge and have had for 43 years. Tell us about some of the great things that you're doing. Then I want to talk with you about what's coming up because you got more awesome things happening.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the exciting thing is that we've been open all school year for 2021, and we have not had to shut down because of COVID. And we also run a program that's birth to 8th grade. So we've been really excited about that. Our daycare has just finished its second year of existence, and our school age is kindergarten through 8th grade, and we have dynamic students and teachers. And we have just been so fortunate that, yes, we're taking precautions. We wear our masks and we do our temperature checks, but we have been able to keep our doors open this school year. So we have just been so blessed, and we're so thankful for the ability to be here and to help our families and help our students and just spread and share our joy and love for God. So we've been really blessed this year.
That's fantastic, Stephanie. And I didn't know, even based from our last conversation, that you do basically birth to 8th grade. So you've got a daycare going on. And I'll tell you what, nowadays, and you know this so much better than I do, Stephanie, my kids are long grown and gone. But nowadays, boy, teaching kids literally from infancy is almost vital. I mean, it really is. It used to be that, yes, you taught them to walk and talk and do this and do that. But now it's more like, okay, you got to really teach them a lot more intense things, even at that age, because the world itself is so much more competitive. And this gives them kind of a jump start. So I think that's neat. I didn't realize you guys were doing that.
Yes, you're right. And, we have amazing families. They work really hard. A lot of them have 2 jobs and they're doing their best at home, but being able to bring them into a daycare that works on education as well as values and morality and spiritualness from starting at birth is really a blessing. And we're so fortunate to have great staff and great teachers here in our building, just birth to 8th grade. So we've been really, really blessed. And it's also nice that we could really support each other as well, because it's been stressful. Even before COVID, it's a stressful time with the economy and just the political scene. But with COVID, we've just been able to keep our doors open, even in our daycare. Even with the bad weather, the daycare doesn't shut down. They're open year round. And we also have a phenomenal summer program as well. So we've been really lucky, but you're absolutely right. The expectations for kindergartners now is a lot different than it was for you and I. They're expecting kindergartners to know their letters and numbers and colors and shapes and sounds, where that may not have been the norm 40, 50 years ago. So it's really important that the foundational work, which is done in daycare or in the preschool programs, is started early with strong teachers and staff that have a really good foundation to support our students and our families.
Boy, that's definitely a change, Stephanie, because I remember in my kindergarten class, we were putting macaroni, gluing it to like paper. That was our big thing. Nowadays, you're teaching them letters, numbers, colors, phrases, the whole works. Right. It's a whole different game, so to speak. And I personally have such a big heart for Christian education. I mean, education, period, absolutely. But Christian education, my first degree is from Faith Baptist Bible College in Ankeny. And we used to work a lot with the Christian schools down in that area. And it's so great that you guys are here and doing what you're doing. And like you said, the daycare, even with snow, parents still got to work if that's what it's calling for. So you guys got to do your job on that as well.
Right. You're right. Absolutely.
Well, impressive. Very impressive. Well, let's talk about what's coming up with CCS. What things can we be involved in as a community? How can we help continue to support CCS?
Sure, absolutely. Well, we are currently registering for the 3-year-old and 4-year-old preschools for the fall. We do have openings now still. So if you're a new family or you're new to our community or you're looking for a different setting for your kiddos, we do have 3-year-old preschool available. That's a 2-day-a-week in the morning program from 8 to 11. Our 4-year-old preschool is 5 days a week in the morning or afternoon from either 8 to 11 or noon to 3. And we are registering for the fall, but we do have openings. So like I said, if you're new to town or you want to switch, we are available and open. The 3-year-old program, there is a registration fee and then there is a tuition fee. The 4-year-old program is a free granted program. So there's no charge for the 4-year-old program. And we are registering for the fall. We do have either morning or afternoon sessions for that 4-year-old program. And then we're also excited. It's kindergarten roundup time.
Nice.
Yes. We have our kindergarten roundup next Thursday, the 25th, and we are doing in-person kindergarten roundup. And you can register your child for either the 3:30 session or the 5:30 session. With the parents and the child can come in. You'll get to meet the teacher, a tour of the building. We'll talk about what CCS is like and all the great things we have to provide. And it's just a neat opportunity to bring your child in and look around and see how awesome the building is and meet the teacher. Our teacher, Miss Kortner, is so amazing. She's just going to be completing her first year, but you would not know that. If you walked into her room, you would not know she was a new teacher. She's phenomenal, caring, such a sweetheart. So we're so blessed to have her in our building, and we're so blessed to have phenomenal 4-year-old and 3-year-old preschool staff. So we would love to help families that are in need. We know that as a community, Fort Dodge was underserved in 4-year-old preschool last year because I don't know if it was because of COVID or what. Families were keeping their kiddos home, but we will assure families our building is open. We're safe. We are wearing masks. We're doing temping and we're cleaning, but it's just a great place too. Like the atmosphere is positive and upbeat. Yesterday we had a beach party. So the theme of the day was beach, and we're having a Dr. Seuss party in March. So we're always trying to do fun things for the kids, engaging things for the kids, get them involved. They have a lot of dress up days. And we just try to make it fun, but also educational and spiritual because we love our families and we love our children.
Oh, that's fantastic. Green eggs and ham coming up, right? Oh,
Yes.
Dr. Seuss Day. There you go. You
Yes.
know, it's interesting. We were just talking a few minutes ago, Stephanie, about how things are different as far as the educational process goes. And you mentioned kindergarten roundup, of course, going way back. And I don't know how old you are. It's none of my business. I'm not going to ask you, but going way back to my day, I remember our kindergarten roundup. It wasn't called back then, but it was bringing your nap mat to kindergarten, got to meet your teacher, all that fun stuff. And so it's a fun time to do the kindergarten roundup because for kids that age, they get to see, wow, this is where I'm going to spend my time and get to do a little exploring and all that kind of stuff. So that's always a neat thing.
It is. It's so fun. And the room is set up. It's so bright and colorful. And it is fun. It's because it seems to be really overwhelming that first day of school if you come in without having that opportunity. And nowadays we have, open houses, and that's where you bring in that nap mat. You're absolutely right. We still have those in kindergarten. They're still lucky. They get naps and they get lots of fun recesses. But it's a great opportunity. Come in and look around and explore the room and meet the teacher. And I'll be there too, answering questions for families. And it's just fun. It lessens that stress or anxiety that some of our kiddos have, and even parents, especially if you're a new parent. If you're the first timer sending a kid off to kindergarten, it can be overwhelming. So it's a great opportunity to meet the teacher and meet me and just see the building and know that we are welcoming and caring and we embrace the uniqueness of all of our children. So it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be fun to have open house and have some families in the building because we've had some limitations with COVID, but we're excited that we're having 2 sessions to make it safe and comfortable for people. But it'll be a great opportunity to come in and get to know CCS.
Absolutely. And you're right. It is kind of stressful for parents. I remember I didn't get to take any one of my 4 kids to school their first day because I was at work, but they all called me on their way there. And I remember shedding tears over that. It's like, oh, your babies are growing up. What's going on here? So It is. You're exactly right. The parents can be a little bit on the difficult side to handle, but neat that they get to at least see the environment ahead of time, get comfortable with that, and know that their children are going to be in fantastic hands when they actually get to their kindergarten class. And I'm excited that you said you still use nap mats. Man, I need to bring mine in and just take a nap sometime, but it'd have to be a king-size mattress, Stephanie, just so you know. I mean,
well, you're welcome anytime. And I tell you, they have become very sophisticated because some of them have blankets on them and they're almost like a sleeping bag with a mat, and they're just really fancy and very plush. So, and we do have a young person that brought one mat in that's so big it won't fit in his locker. So you are welcome to come anytime, check it out, take a quick nap. We've got some nice music playing and enjoy the fun with the kiddos.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny because mine back in the kindergarten days was just a plain blue flat mat was all it was. But yeah, you know, if I did that, you'd have all the kids going to the teacher going, hey, the fat Irish guy over there snoring and I can't get my nap in. What's going on here? So that's really neat though, Stephanie. Really neat.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So, well, actually, they probably would not let you sleep, Darren. They probably ask you 100 questions because that's one of the glories about kindergartners. They want to know everything and they're very curious. So they'd probably keep you awake. Oh,
that's way cool. I wouldn't mind that a bit. That'd be fantastic. Stephanie, again, you guys are doing such great things. Now, if people have questions about CCS, maybe they don't have a child that's going in for kindergarten or kindergarten roundup. Maybe they don't have a child or a grandchild in need of daycare. Maybe they don't have a child or grandchild that even is in the in birth to 8th grade years. They just want to know, hey, you know what? Tell me more about CCS. How can they get a hold of you or some of the staff there and learn more about your great educational system?
Sure. We have a great website. We try to keep updated. We also have a Facebook page, and I take pictures probably weekly, if not daily, that just really gets the kids' faces and all the stuff they're doing, the phenomenal artwork, the music things that they're doing. And you know, like I said, our special day with the beach day. So you can check out our Facebook page or our website. Plus, you can give us a call. It's 573-3011. And you can either talk to Lori, my office administrator, or myself. And we are just available at any time. We would love to have the building open. So unfortunately, we've got some limitations. But hopefully, in the fall, we'll be back open to business. And we have volunteers that come in on a regular basis. We have just great programs. So please feel free to reach out. We're always available. I'm also available via email. I return emails very quickly. So we're willing to answer questions, give tours, and we're willing to take donations. It's amazing, Darren. You know, we talked about this, I think, a little last time. Anything that we've needed this school year, if we ask for it, whether it's our weekly memo or we say it in a prayer, we have received it. So it's hand sanitizers, masks, even school supplies. Like the abundance of this community blows my mind. It's phenomenal. The caringness of people, whether they've been connected for 40 years with CCS or they're new to the community and they just heard about us through one of their churches or an organization. This community is a gracious, caring, loving community, and we are so blessed to be here at CCS and in Fort Dodge. So I want to shout out to all of your listeners that thank you. We appreciate you, and CCS loves and cares for you. So thank you for everything you do for us.
That's so fantastic to hear because we do have a great community that does rally around organizations and clubs and so forth. And you know, we know this, Stephanie, as Christians, power of prayer is a very real thing. It really is. So. That's great to hear that you've had all of your needs supplied this year as well. And you guys keep up the great work. To you, the entire administrative staff, to all the teachers, all the custodians, the cooks, everybody, the volunteers at CCS, God bless you all. You keep up the great work, and you're welcome back on anytime, Stephanie. Just let me know.
Great, Darren. And that offer is open. If you ever need a quick nap in the afternoon, you come on in and check us out.
Don't be surprised if I show up one day and say, okay, Principal Stephanie, where do I lay down at? Where do I nap this thing at?
We'll take care of you. Thank you so much for your support, Darren. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day, Stephanie. Great weekend as well.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. Stephanie Coble-Day, she's the principal at Community Christian Schools here in Fort Dodge, and they provide just amazing Christian education. And as she said, it's birth through 8th grade. So feel free to give them a call if there's anything you'd like to know about CCS. And again, serving our area since 1978, 43 years. That is absolutely fantastic. It is about 14 before the top of the hour. We are going to get a look at the K97 weather coming up in just a few. And we're going to continue on the Friday morning 90s at 9. How about we throw in some, let's say some George Strait. How about him, since we're focusing on 1996? Twist My Arm to play a George Strait tune, right? Yeah, you're really going to have to work on me to get me to do that. It's coming up next, right here on the morning train, which is only on K97.